Hello. I still have my headphones on. What is wrong with me? Let me go ahead and fix that real quick. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Jay Littman Live. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Wednesday. I hope you are all doing wonderful. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am having a I'm having a day. No, I'm having a pretty good day. For those of you who are new here, first of all, let me know in the chat by give me a hashtag new so I can welcome you properly. If you are new here on this stream, here on this channel, we are all about the video creation process. So if you have any questions about the filmmaking process, especially video editing or audio editing, please type your questions in the chat, or there is a form in the description that you can fill out. But I typically, most people prefer to just type it in the chat. And if you type it in the chat, I will do my best to get to your question. If you type it in the form, it's almost guaranteed that I'm going to get to your question and all of that good stuff. But first, let's jump into the chat, say hello to some people. Dude Mighty Gaming, bruh, what's up? How are you doing? Chopwave, what's going on? Tech Hut, hello. DK Paddler, hello. Tech for your needs, what's going on? Jelly Duck, my friend, thank you for being here. Uteracandi Videos, I think I pronounced that correctly, maybe. Hello, how are you? Kent Oakley, what's going on? You got a DaVinci Resolve 16.2.1.017 version question. Go ahead, shoot your question into the chat or into the form. Link to that is in the description. K's Impact, new to the stream, but I watched some of your videos. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. Organic Gardening in North Carolina, what's going on, Dave? And Klaus, I can't pronounce that last name. Bowett? Maybe hashtag new. What's going on? Hello, Tech Examined. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Feel like we haven't talked much today, which is weird for us. I miss you. Actually, getting ready to record. Finally, dude. Finally. Yes, get it done. Eric Gallant, any tips on removing wind noise in DaVinci Resolve? Absolutely, 100%. What you want to do now. Keep in mind, depending on how strong the wind is, Jason Lorette, what's up, dude? Keep in mind, like, if the wind is too strong and it like blew directly into the microphone, you may have clipping in your audio, in which case there's not really much you can do. But if it's just like background wind noise, all you need to do is open up your EQ and just add a high pass filter. Just put in that high pass filter to, somewhere around the 100 frequency, maybe a little bit higher than that, and that should cut out a lot of that wind noise. It may not cut out all of it, but it should cut out a bunch. But again, if it was strong wind, it blew into the microphone and it got way too loud, you might have clipping audio, in which case you're kind of out of luck there. GD, wait, is that Garrett? Hello, welcome. Your DaVinci Resolve vids are great, helped out a lot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I like doing DaVinci Resolve tutorials. In fact, I've got one coming out on Friday that I'm really excited about. I just finished putting the timeline together like an hour and a half before the stream started. I'm doing a tutorial. I go through my entire color grading workflow from start to finish. I do it twice, actually, in the same video. I do it once with log footage and once with a piece of Rec 709 footage, so you guys can see that the workflow that I use actually works just as well with both types of footage, so I'm really excited about. It's a long one, but it's really detailed. Again, I go through my entire step-by-step color grading process, so if you're interested in learning about how I grade my videos, make sure that you check out Friday's video. I'm really excited about it. Hey, what's going on? It is Garrett. Hello. Odysseus. Wait, William. I missed you. William Justice. What's going on, dude? Odysseus. I can't pronounce that last name. He's new to the stream, but subscriber for some time now. Thanks for all those cool DaVinci tips. No problem. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see here. Mr. Miles, Chief Engineer. Hello. AV YouTuber. How are you, man? We want full CC tutorial from 0 to 100%. Coming on Friday. Suicide Gamer, hi. Can you please hire me for video editing? I'm not hiring right now. So I'm still editing my own videos, but maybe one day when I have too much on my plate and I need to hire somebody, we'll see. Kamal, wow, love to see that color grading. Yeah, that's coming. Do you have any tutorials that cover creating a 2-pop in DaVinci, or will you? What is 2-pop? I'm not exactly sure what 2-pop is. So if you, I forgot to refill my water bottle. That's gonna bite me in the near future. Yeah, Jason, man, just explain what 2-pop is, and maybe I know it by a different name or something. I recently did the upgrade on DaVinci, and it was a 16.2.1.17 update. Since then, my video is much slower than the audio that is on current projects and new ones. That's an interesting one. I feel like there's a way to fix that. I don't exactly remember what it is, but we'll see. I haven't actually run into that problem. So there may be a way to fix that in DaVinci Resolve. I just, off the top of my head, can't remember, but I'll look into it. Do me a favor, Kent. Shoot me a DM either on Instagram or on Twitter, and all of my usernames show up at the end of this stream in the little end card thing that I do. But shoot me a DM on Twitter or on Instagram, and I'll see if I can figure out how to help you fix your problem. Your channel is still growing. Way to go. Thank you so much, Jelly Duck. Thank you. Yeah, by probably end of next week, I should be hitting that 20K mark. Also, coming up on 1 million views on my channel, which is just insanity. 1 million views. I don't know. I honestly never thought that I would be here talking to you guys with, just wow. K's Impact. When using background music in videos, how do I pick the right music, and how do I make sure that the music is not too high or too low? Great question, K's. I actually have a video about that, but I'll give you some quick tips. As far as how do you pick the right music, I mean, it really all comes down to a couple things. One, your personal preferences, obviously, and two, like, how do you want to use the music? I mean, if you want to use the music to, bring out a specific emotion in your audience, then you need to find music that is built around that emotion. Or maybe, like in the case of my videos where it's mostly tutorials, I just need something to fill in and cover up some of the noise that I don't like in the noises that come out of my mouth, or small little background noises and stuff like that. So in that case, you just, you want something nice and ambient, something that's not going to overpower your voice. And then there's a couple other things that you can do to make sure it's not overpowering your voice. And as far as how do you know how loud or how quiet you should be? The general rule of thumb, if you look like an audio meter, you'll see that there's like green, yellow, and red, so like the quieter parts of the video should be in green. Dialogue should generally be in that yellow area. And then if you're in the red, you're too loud. So, you want to make sure that your music is definitely in the green and your dialogue is in the yellow. But if you're just doing it as background music, you probably want to, have it in the low end of that green area in your sound meter. So that's what those are the quick tips. Let's see here. You are so underrated. Thank you so much, Vimela, and thank you for joining the stream. I would suggest he uninstalls and reinstalls DaVinci. This solves some issues. That may be what he needs to do. Absolutely, 100%. How much can I charge to edit other people's videos? Like how much per hour, or just charge per video. I typically, the way that I develop my prices, I don't give hourly prices, and that's just leftover stuff from my days as an electrician. I worked hourly for a while, and people tend to not like hourly. Like, they don't like when you quote them hourly because they want to know how much they're going to be paying. So when you quote them hourly, it's open ended. So it's like, oh yeah, $120 an hour. Um, and then they're like, well, is it going to take you 2 hours or is it going to take you 20 hours? So I typically, what I do is I figure out what my time is worth. I figure out what I want to be paid per hour. And then I figure out how long that that edit is going to take me. And I just, multiply that number of hours by what my hourly rate is. And that's how I come up with my prices, if that makes sense. So. George and Lynn, hello. Greetings from Greece. Wrestler Mania, what's going on, man? Hello, everyone. Just dropping in for a quick moment for some quick support, my friend. Well, thank you so much. Let's see here. Jason says, the single frame countdown you see before a video starts, that you usually see the flash of a 2 in a single frame for audio syncing. I learned about it on Alex Knickerbocker's latest vid. Oh, that. Yeah, I could do a tutorial on that. You double messaged. Yeah, that's fairly, like, are you just doing it for effect, or do you actually want to do it for audio sync? That's the question. Because if you're just doing it for effect, I actually did something very similar in my little short film thing, the Create and Be Happy. I counted down from 3, not from 2. But yeah, there's so just let me know, how do you want to use it? Are you using it for audio sync, or are you using it for just as an effect or something like that, just as like a creative element in the video? Let me know that, because if it's just a creative element, there's a lot of different ways that you could do it. So, let's see here. Can DaVinci Resolve do stuff that After Effects can do? Yeah, the Fusion page, you can definitely do stuff that After Effects can do, 100%. I wanted to learn visual effects, but could not find tutorials for DaVinci. YouTube is flooded with tutorials for After Effects or Premiere Pro. Could you suggest any channel focusing on VFX in DaVinci? Yeah, absolutely. JRTV does some good stuff. JRTV does some good stuff. There's most of the DaVinci Resolve people don't do effects. They mostly stick to color grading, or like what I do, which is basic, like how to use the software. But you can, trying to think who else does that kind of stuff. JRTV has kind of like been my main go-to for visual effects. If somebody else can think of somebody, let me know in the chat. Got a color. I'm going to assume that says color checker. Got a color checker 24. Thanks for the recommendation. It's not as nice as your passport, but pretty cool. Hey, whatever helps, man. Color cards are amazing. And in fact, I would go, if you really want to take your color card to the next level, I would 100% check out Gerald Undun's video on how he color matches between cameras, because the way he does it is like really, really precise. So that's just a little resource there. Definitely check out his video on that. It was a pretty recent video. I did a reload and reboot, no help. Ooh, that's no good. Also, can you show us how to do white balance in DaVinci Resolve? Oh yeah, that's pretty simple. Jalem, and you can help add or comment on this, but I've learned that a big part of music selection depends on their voice. High-pitched voices do better with bass in the background and vice versa. Yeah, 100%. That's getting very technical. But yeah, you want to pay attention to that kind of stuff, because I mean, for instance, me, I have a fairly low voice. I've got a good amount of bass in my voice, so I typically go for like old school hip hop or like lo-fi hip hop where there's not a whole lot of bass. and that typically that works well for my videos, I think. So, what lenses do you consider to be essential for DSLR videography? Well, that's a good question. That's a good question, and I think it depends, but like essential, I think you need. I always suggest like when you're first starting out to invest in some good zoom lenses because that way you can like get one lens and kind of be covered. So I would say something like if you're on a crop sensor like an APS-C sensor, I would say something like a 18 to 55 maybe. And then if you're on a full frame, maybe go for like a 24 to 70. Those are basically the same focal lengths when you take into account the size of the sensor. But that 24, that's going to give you a nice, like a decently wide shot. And then you can get like really up close on the zoom. So I would really like, if you're just starting out, I would go with those. But if you're like advanced, you've been doing this for a while, you got some money to spend, some really good like fast primes would be great for sure. Keep up the awesome work. Is there a control desk that will work with Resolve that is not Blackmagic price? Not that I know of. I'm sure there are, but I don't know. I don't have any control desks. Honestly, like if you're looking for something like that's a little more budget friendly, I would look at I'm going to go ahead and pop in. And I'm not an affiliate, but I would love to work with these guys. I'm going to find... There we go. If you're looking for something budget that's just kind of going to help you keep track of what all the different buttons do, I would highly recommend Editor's Keys. These guys are absolutely amazing. That's the wrong link. Oh, but that link reminds me of something that I want to talk to you guys about for sure. Let's see here. Copy. And paste. There we go. Editor's Keys. Check them out. They've got backlit keyboards that literally have all of the hotkeys right there on the keyboard. You can get it for Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro. I'm going to be getting a DaVinci Resolve one here very, very shortly. I just got a nice little chunk of change from some freelance work that I've been doing. So I'm probably going to be picking that up. Might order it today, actually. Really excited about that. Hey, Zombie Town USA, what's going on? Jason Lorette, both. I'm not 100% sure on how to do it for like audio sync, but I can definitely show you how to do it for as an effect. It's fairly simple. Accounting Leader. Yeah, that's what it's called. Can we add a local language, which is Amharic to DaVinci Resolve? Ooh, I don't know. It's a good question. I've never looked into that. But yes, mainly an effect for now. I've been reading and watching a lot about audio. Nice. Nice. Fiat Ministry Network, what's going on? Hey, Jay, do you have any tutorials or know of anyone that have done a tutorial with professional-looking slideshows with text being brought up as the voice is brought up? I don't have a tutorial, and I don't know of anybody who has one. Turf Therapy, thank you so much for the super chat. I know it took me a while to get to you, but thank you. Long-time subscriber, first-time commenting. Thank you for all you do to help the community elevate their content. You the man. Turf Therapy, thank you so much. That means the world to me, really. And not just the super chat, but the comment, really. Can you please tell me your height in feet? Because I'm small and insecure. Suicide Gamer. I'm 5'5". I'm short. I am a people McNugget. So there's that. There's a video that I did with Cody Warner, who's like super tall, and like we did a video together, and at the end he's actually standing up, and he basically had to do the splits to get down to my height so I could have him like have both of us in the frame. It was pretty interesting. There's a little clip about it on my little short film. So Hey, Absolute Rule, what's going on, Joe? K's Impact, thank you so much for the help, man. I was wondering if there was a way to simulate the screen shake you get from a handheld camera on tripod footage. I had difficulty using the shake presets for that. Oof. An easy way, I mean, the shake presets are probably... I mean, there's the camera shake effect in Fusion. You can play around with that. That'd probably be the best one. Yeah, you're fairly short. I really am. I really am. I always have been too, you know. It's okay though. I've made my peace. I've made my peace with my height. So we're good there. How to add a language. I honestly don't know, Lilu Channel. I don't know how to add a language. I've never done it because the only language I speak is English, and so I've never had to add a language. The camera shake effect would be best, I think. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Miles. Let's go ahead and check the forum. You know what? There was a question from the forum. Ooh, there's 3 questions now. Woohoo! Sorry. All right, let's go through these questions real quick, and then we'll hop back in the chat. First, what is the best... this is from TGM Studios. This was actually left over from last week. What is the best budget filming camera? I mean, people ask me this all the time. They ask me what's the best video editing software, what's the best this, what's the best that, and my answer is always like, what do you need and what's your budget? I mean, budget means something different for everybody. I mean, when I was first starting out, budget basically meant like, what can I get for $100? And because of that, sitting behind me is a whole lot of like super budget gear. But, you know, it really all depends on what features you want. Also, what features are you willing to sacrifice? Because I guarantee you no camera has everything you need. Although that Canon R5 is looking mighty tasty. But no camera is going to give you every single thing that you need. So what's your budget? What features do you want? And what features are you willing to sacrifice? And then from there, like if you can give me that information, then I can help you out. But if you're just going to flat out ask what's the best budget camera, I can't help you because I don't know what your needs are. So that's that. But that being said, strangely enough, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would say if you're looking for something less than $100, not less than $100. Don't get a camera for less than $100. Just don't do it. If you're looking for something for less than $1,000, if that's your budget, Canon SL2. They don't make them anymore, so you kind of got to search. But they do have the SL3, which is also fairly budget, and I believe that's still under $1,000. So, but the SL2, if you can find it, or the SL3 are great. For they got the same sensor as the Canon 80D, so like it's a decent sensor, and it's really got everything you need, and it uses the EFS lenses, which you know they're not the best lenses, but they work. They absolutely work. And speaking of that, I would say if you're looking to get into filmmaking, you want to spend less time looking at the camera body and more time looking at the lenses. That's just me. Let's jump into the chat before we hit the next question. Hey, Leela's here. Hello. The camera shake effect can be fine-tuned quite a bit. Yeah. My DaVinci Resolve will not let me add transitions the drag and drop way. Do you have advice? Well, DaVinci Resolve recently, in the recent update, the transitions feature, you can actually, like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about transitions that you bought, like, from the internet? Then yeah, no, you're gonna have to do Fusion, but a lot of the people who make those transitions are actually starting to, like, redo all of their transitions packs because DaVinci Resolve recently did an update that allows you to make those drag and drop transitions, which is super cool. Hey, got the good one. What's going on? Hello. What's Kaizenback, height doesn't matter when you are such a sexy devil. Well, thank you. I think are you talking about me? Because if so, thank you. I'm taking them from the effects library. You should just be able to drag and drop them. The only real caveat to that, Peter, is if you have, like, if you're butting up like actual ends of the clip, like if there are no more frames after the part where you're putting the transition, or no frames before where you're putting the transition, then the transition's not going to work. You have to have enough frames to be able to blend it. So that's that. Are you a nice and wait? You are nice and rich in knowledge, bro. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Lulu Channel. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. Jay Johnson's here, but he retracted his message. Oh, there he is. Any tips for getting back into freelance editing? I've been out of it for 9 years. Dude, I wish I had tips for you, but to be honest, like every freelance gig that I have, whether it's editing or writing, it's literally come from people emailing me from my YouTube channel and saying, "Hey, we found your YouTube channel. Do you want to do some freelance work?" Like, I haven't really put my name out there at all, except for like in my email signatures, and like every social profile that I have says that I'm a freelance video editor. So like other than that and just pumping out YouTube videos, that's pretty much all I got. All right, let's see here. Let's move on. Back to the form. Back to the form. Back to the form. AV YouTuber asks how to get free effects, overlays, visual effects elements, and fusion and color grading presets for DaVinci Resolve 16. I mean, free, you're just gonna have to go searching, like search on YouTube, because almost everybody who does who makes effects and the people who give them away for free, they usually have a YouTube video that goes along with those free effects or free transitions or whatever. So just search YouTube. But if you're looking for paid ones, I mean, as far as color grading presets, what you're looking for are LUTs, and you can find LUTs everywhere. I have a LUTs pack for sale on my website. A bunch of people do. So, and they're not specific to DaVinci Resolve. LUTs typically aren't. The LUTs that you can use in DaVinci Resolve are the same ones that you can use in Final Cut or Premiere Pro or basically anywhere else except for OBS, where you have to do some weird stuff in order to do a LUT. But other than that, yeah, you're just looking for LUTs. So I would just go out. I highly suggest Impulse LUTs. They are really, really, really good. And there's a lot of them. They're a little pricey, but they're really good. They're like film emulation LUTs, and they're so good. That's basically the only type of LUT that I use now, actually, are film emulation LUTs. And I don't even use those that often, but I do use them. Man, this chat is flying. Josh Walker Vlogs, what's up? Matt Jackson, what's up, Matt? How are you? That's right, you can use my full name. Oh, man, that's great. That's great. I believe the drag and drop issue was about due to no frames left in the clips, like Jay said. It happened to me recently. Yeah, it'll happen. I mean, if you want to blend these clips together as in a transition, then there needs to be frames available. So you can find a fair amount of free effects on YouTube. That's how they make money from them, ad revenue, and why they're willing to offer them for free. Exactly. Get the Messiah? You're talking about the Messiah transition pack, and it keeps maxing out my CPU. Oh, got the Messiah transition pack, and it keeps maxing out my CPU, which is strange. My CPU is a 64-core Threadripper, so I can't see how. Any ideas? No, that's so weird. The vaping heat. Hi, sorry I'm a bit late. No problem, man. All is good. Please do some OBS tutorials. Is it hard to use, and how good will your system need to be? Garrett, I probably won't get into any OBS tutorials because that's just, I'm not in the live streaming niche, and I don't really have any interest. My hat's crooked. I don't really have any interest in getting into that, but if you want to start learning about live streaming and how to use OBS, give me a second here. I should really just have a YouTube. I should have a YouTube tab open when I live stream so I could like find these things faster. Give me a second. My friend Michael, this is like this second stream in a row. There he goes. All right. Go ahead and go check out this dude. He's got a bunch of live streaming stuff, a bunch of OBS tutorials. He also does like Pixlr tutorials and teaches you how to make like overlays and stuff for your streams if you want to get fancy. But he also does basic stuff like adding guests, doing multicam, whole bunch of stuff. And I believe he has like a little get started series as well. So I just put him in the chat. Go ahead and check that out. Where are we? Yeah, I know. I said the same thing, Leela. I was like, wait, GD is Garrett? I was wondering. I just kind of put it together. I was like, wait, are you Garrett? I got the R visual pack. More than anything, I learned from them. Yeah, reverse engineering, like when you get those packs, like that's the one thing that I love about the fact that like most of those, they're still, for now at least, they're still the like Fusion compositions, because you can go in and reverse engineer them and like really learn a lot about how Fusion works. I love doing that. Only because Jay answered your question and called you Garrett. Fire is great YouTube. He is. Casey Ferris has an OBS guide. I did not know that. I did not know Casey Ferris had that. Let's see here. We've got one more question from Kent Oakley. I don't Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or any of those. Wait. Oh, he's just reaching out. I uninstalled the whole program and went to the website and downloaded it again, rebooted my computer, reloaded the update, and still the same issue. I don't know if it is the update or if I did something to cause this issue. I have reached out to Blackmagic also. I'm on the free version, by the way. Oof. And I watch all your videos. Thank you so much, Kent. If you're on the free version, I hate to say this, but good luck hearing back from Blackmagic. They typically, they're not very good at reaching out to people who haven't bought their products. And that's nothing against you, by the way. I'm not saying that to like shame you or anything. It's just that's what my experience was. Like I reached out to him a couple times, heard nothing. Haven't had any issues since I upgraded, but from what I hear is like product support is a little bit more decent when once you have the full version of the software. For now, you may want to go into the Blackmagic Design forum and post your question there. In the meantime, like I'll do some research. Yes, you can email me. Just go to the About page on my channel. My email address is in there. All right, back to the chat. Tish, you're here. Hello. Hi, Tish. Let's see. Just watched a vid on YouTube on using Lab Color Space. Wow, it's good. Basically blending blues and reds to get a really good cinematic look. Should give it a try. I'm going to look at that for sure. Where do you think I could get the best free transitions for DaVinci Resolve? I'm not sure. Everything that I use, I either make myself or I've got a couple packs. I've got the Messiah and our visuals packs because I did some reviews on them. But other than that, like everything I do is already pre-built into DaVinci Resolve or I build it myself. So post on the Blackmagic Facebook page. Yes, Matt, thank you. That would also work. Yeah, there's a group where people, the DaVinci Resolve beginners. I think that's a group. DaVinci Resolve beginners. I'm a part of that group. They may be able to help you out, actually. For sure, they may be able to help you out. So, exciting news if you shoot Canon. I keep forgetting to bring this up. I found this out about like 15, 20 minutes before this stream was supposed to start. Otherwise, I'd be giving it a shot right now. But for those of you who shoot Canon, Canon just released a beta version of a new tool called EOS Webcam Utility, allowing they're allowing people to use their webcam or use their DSLR as a webcam without having to do a capture card. You can just do the USB straight into the computer, which is super exciting. And I went and I looked, and my camera is supported. So I've got the little AC adapter thing that I'm gonna need in order to keep my camera alive. I've got that in my shopping cart, and I'll be getting that. So hopefully, within the next couple weeks, I will be starting to use my camera as a webcam, which I'm super excited about. It's something that I've wanted to do basically since I started live streaming. So yeah, but I would definitely go check out Canon's website. Just Google EOS Webcam Utility. It'll list all of the cameras that it's compatible with. Really? Dog, you made it 36 minutes. 36 minutes without barking. I'm impressed and now slightly annoyed. Please hold. I need to go wrap the dog in a pair of jeans. I know that sounds weird. This is just my life. Okay, we're back. Lab color space is in color page in DaVinci Resolve. Right click on node, hit color space, select lab. Easy. Nice. Nice. Jay, thank you for answering my email. No problem, Chasing Retirement. I'm getting used to the nodes. Still trying to figure them out. Thanks for all the info. No problem, man. I actually, I'm putting out a video. It's like a 20 something minute long video on Friday, and it goes through my entire color grading process. So I am so that video is coming out on Friday. Really excited about it, but I think for those of you who watched my like color grading basics or color grading for beginners video and watch the nodes video, typically my personal experience is like I can sit in a classroom and you can spout a bunch of information at me and I won't retain any of it until I actually like am faced with a situation where I need that knowledge. For example, like geometry in high school, I just couldn't figure it out. Like I just couldn't figure it out. And then one day I was sitting in class, I was getting my electrician's license and we were going over how to like calculate the voltage of transformers and like he was telling us the voltage of like these 3 points and I'm looking at it and I was like, oh, that's the Pythagorean theorem. It just popped in my head. I was like, a squared, b squared, c squared. Hey, I know what this is. So sometimes I have to be in a situation where I actually need that knowledge and for it to understand. So I'm putting out a video where I go through my entire color grading workflow on Friday. And hopefully if you follow along, this is not a like sit and watch video. This is a like put it on your phone, open up DaVinci Resolve, get some footage ready because we're going to be color grading some stuff. Like I want people to follow along with this video because it's going to make the past color grading videos actually make sense when you see it in a full workflow. So our visual is worth the money if you want pre-made transitions. 100%. You won't find many quality free ones. Agreed. Seriously, just spend the bucks. Save yourself hours of searching if pre-made is what you want. I 100% agree, Mr. Miles. I 100% agree. Sorry, what happened with the dog? So the dog, it's actually my roommate's dog. And she just randomly, she's old and senile and she has no teeth and she basically has no traction on her paws. She spends most of the day in her dog bed because walking across our hardwood floors, it's not real wood, but walking across those floors is kind of a pain in the butt for her. But every now and then she just randomly imagines that there's people or something that are walking up to the door, and she just starts barking at the door for no reason. And really, the only way to calm her down, my roommate keeps a pair of his jeans in her dog bed. It's kind of like an anxiety thing. So I just go and I wrap her up in those jeans, and she stops barking. I mean, see, she's quiet now. I forgot to lock the gate. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, that's what happened. I like the R-Visual Smart Pack too. It's cheaper and doesn't include the sounds, but easier to throw on the timeline. I haven't checked out the R-Visual Smart Pack, but he did email me about those, so I'm gonna check them out. Matt. Let's see here. Thoughts on Motion Array for DaVinci templates, motion graphics, and text packs worth paying for? It depends. Why do I have no headroom? It really depends on like whether or not you're gonna use it. Really, like if you're looking for templates, and stuff like that. If you're looking for motion graphics, yeah, Motion Array is great. But if you're not going to use that stuff very often, like honestly, I would take the time to learn how to do that stuff yourself and save yourself the money. So like I almost bought something, and then I was like, I could learn how to do this myself. Why am I buying it? So thank you, Resolve, for opening that door up for us. The smart packs are now available to be put in with Resolve's built-in transitions, so you can drag and drop directly from Resolve. I'm loving that. Yeah, I checked those out. I checked that out, and I'm loving that. I'm going to do a video on that, I think. I better go. Still composing music stuff in GarageBand. Jelly Duck, thank you so much for stopping by. There's a free Titles Lower Thirds pack out there, though, that's fairly impressive for being free. It's called Avalon. You can find it on YouTube. Nice. Yeah, Matt, the new transitions upgrade allows you to put transitions into the actual, like when you go into effects, you can like have the transitions right there, which is super, super cool. Oh, let's see here. Have you dabbled much in 3D in DaVinci Resolve? If so, could be a possible video for you to do. I haven't dove into 3D that much. I'm not a big effects guy. Color grading, audio, absolutely. Titles, sure. But when it comes to 3D effects and stuff like that, I'm not a huge effects guy. Like I just haven't really dove into it that much. But I might. Are you only using DaVinci, or do you have other software you like the review you did? Garrett, there's a few things. DaVinci is the only thing I use for video. But when it comes to like if I have dogs on the move, if I'm doing like audio only, like if my project is only audio, like if I'm editing a song for somebody, or if I'm, somebody wants me to fix their audio, I typically use Adobe Audition. You hear those nails? Those nails are ridiculous. I don't even know the last time my roommate clipped those nails, but it's bad. Like those nails are so long. And her tongue is too big for her face. God, I wish I could show you. I wish I could show you how, her tongue, just sticks out permanently. Because now she has no teeth to hold it in. I did not think anyone noticed that I changed it in the first place. Garrett, of course we noticed. Of course we noticed. Let me check this this form, see if there's anything else. Nope. That's it. That is it. The form is officially clear of questions. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I just don't remember what it was. Jay Lippman, are you a White Walker? Your eyes say yes. Yeah, I know. My eyes are very blue. You know what it is? I created a LUT for OBS in DaVinci Resolve, and when it transferred over, it gave me White Walker eyes, which is like super creepy, but also kind of cool. Like I feel like it's captivating. Are you using a LUT in the live stream today? Chasing retirement? I absolutely am. I'm using the same one from last week, actually. It turned out when I popped it in that it actually worked. My shadows are a little crushed, which I'm not a fan of. I just ran out of time to create a new one, so. Intro Master, DaVinci Resolve is the best, and also you. Thank you so much. What other softwares do you use other than DaVinci Resolve? I feel like I just answered that question. Did I just answer that question? I feel like I did. Yeah, Garrett just asked me that. Little speaker, DaVinci Resolve is the only thing I use for video editing, but if I'm doing audio only projects, I use Adobe Audition, and I typically I still use like Photoshop and Lightroom and stuff for the rare time that I have to edit photos. I use Photoshop for my thumbnails, although I'm still playing around. I did buy Affinity Photo, and I'm playing around with that and just getting used to it. I'm just not comfortable enough with it yet to be able to throw together a quick thumbnail and make it look good. So that's it. Jay Lippman, not sure if you had this question, but what other software do you use besides DaVinci Resolve? Oh, that's great. It's all good. It's all good, Little Speaker Films. Not a problem. I was just wondering if I was going crazy. Jay's LUTs. Yeah, I still have the 2018 and 2019 LUTs packs on my website. I still haven't decided. Like, I feel bad creating LUTs because I don't really use LUTs other than film emulation because I really like the contrast that it gives me. So I typically don't use LUTs that much anymore. I use Film Convert Nitrate a lot though, which isn't really a LUT, but sort of kind of the same principle. Oh, that's right, Garrett. I forgot you moved to England. I want to download your current LUT you are using now. How? The LUT is nice. Well, thank you, Intro Master. This is something that I created specifically for OBS. It took me a while to figure out how to do it right because the LUTs that you use in OBS, they're not the same LUTs that you use in DaVinci Resolve or like Premiere Pro or Final Cut or anything. Those are all like cube LUTs. But with OBS, it's actually what it is. It's a PNG file, if you'll believe that. The LUT for OBS is a PNG file, which is crazy. Lots of blue in Jay's LUTs today. Love it. Oh no, we're not going down that. We're not going down that rabbit hole again, are we? I thought I left that behind me. Have you worked with celebrities? Who and how did you find it? Have I worked with celebrities? No. Chris Wickless, what's up, dude? What's going on? No, I have not. Slider FPV, I've not worked with any celebrities. No. I've met a couple celebrities, if that counts, but I've never worked. Yes, Leela, a PNG file. It's crazy. It's crazy. Michael Fire Jr., I shared his link earlier, him and I are actually going to do a collaboration pretty soon. He's going to teach his audience how to apply a LUT in OBS, and basically he's going to turn it over to me to show you how to actually create the LUT. But yeah, it's a PNG file. I cannot find a camera angle that I like. Let's good enough. Good enough. Jay Lippman is a celebrity. Oh, I don't know. Austin Bacasa. Yes, I still use DaVinci. No mention of Jay's eyes today. Chris Wickless. Lots of mention of my. Well, I don't know. One person mentioned my eyes, but mostly it was my LUTs. Austin Mikasa, yeah, LUTs in OBS, 100%. You can do it. It's possible. It's weird, but it's possible. Slightly to my right. That's better. Now I'm like basically centered in frame, right? Is that better, Leela? Leela, should I like? No, I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it. I wanted to like take a deck of cards or something and post it up under one of the legs of the tripod so I could just be crooked the rest of the stream, just for Leela's benefit. The LUT you are using in all your videos, please make a tutorial and give download, please. It's really beautiful LUT. Intro Master, I'm not using a LUT. That's all manual color grade. That is all 100% a manual color grade. And I'd be manual color grading this stream as well, but you can't really color grade a live stream. So, but you can add LUTs if you're using OBS. So I just created a LUT based on still a tad to the right. You know what, Leela? You know what it is? I am actually centered in frame, but this corner right here, this corner throws everything off. It drives me nuts. One day I'll actually have a wall. I'll just have a wall. But see, if I go flat against this wall, you see the kitchen. I don't want you to see the kitchen. So there's that. Killer Blue. Jay, make the frame crooked for Leela. Leela, no, I would only be mean if I actually did it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Dad's Talk Tech, what's going on? Finally finished work conference call so I could listen. Stupid job. Yeah, jobs suck. What are you hiding in the... I'm not hiding anything. It's just not aesthetically pleasing. So I hide it. That like right there by the entrance to the kitchen is where like the brooms and stuff are all stacked up. So Jay Lipman, question, do you still use DaVinci? Oh my God. Oh, here we go. The corner is making Jago LUTs. Oh man. Oh man. You guys are the best. You really are. But yeah, I was getting back to... I was talking to somebody before you distracted me. Who was it? Intro Master. Yeah, I do all manual color grading. So if you want to know how I do that, check out this Friday's video, because that's what it's all about. It's my entire color grading workflow. So also, real quick, huge shout out to Leela. For two things. One, she provided the log footage that I'm grading in Friday's video. And two, because she's about to hit 10K subscribers, which is just freaking amazing. So, Leela, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. No, we will not be doing that thing that you typed into the chat. That's the beauty of video. We see what you want us to see. Exactly, Chris. There's a guy on YouTube who does OBS and streaming tutorials, and he has a free 30 LUTs pack for OBS streaming. Just can't for the love of God remember who. Nice. Absent rule, the corner is making Jago LUTs. Yep. I mean, I don't think it's the corner. Did I say the corner was driving me nuts? I probably did. There's a lot of things that are driving me nuts. Jay Lipman, how to get DaVinci Resolve for free? Pay for it. Leela. Why did I make you a mod? For color grade, do you use DaVinci Color Management or Aces? I use DaVinci Color Management. I've played around with Aces, but meh. I know that was sarcasm. Garrett, I have all the power in this stream. What do you mean? You guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely crazy. We got 5 minutes left. Anybody have any actual questions that I can answer? I hope you choose a pretty frame for tomorrow's video. A pretty frame? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, I did. The hero frame? Yes. Well, I mean, it's not a ridiculous one, but of course. Of course I did. Photo Finn! What's going on, dude? Thanks for showing up. How are you? Lots of fun new emojis. Oh, really? Are there really? Those look fun. Show us the dog. I can't show you the dog. Man, the dog's over there. She's finally asleep. She's quiet. I'm not disturbing that. She wakes up and all hell breaks loose. What do you do with all your old footage? I had to buy a 10 terabyte hard drive yesterday. Well, I am trying to be better at like not hoarding all of my footage. So all of my completed videos go onto Google Drive because I have unlimited storage there. And then any raw, like not raw, I don't have any cameras that shoot raw, but like any like original footage that I think I might use again, I keep in folders on, let's see if the cord is long enough for me to actually show it to you. The Seagate 4 terabyte. I know there are people who say Seagate isn't great, but this is what I got. This is what I'm using. And then, yeah, that's what I do. And then anything that I'm not going to use anymore, like most of the talking headshots that I have, I just delete. Because I'm never going to use those again. Like, why am I'm not going to recreate one of my old tutorials with the same footage. Jay Lipman, question. How to use DaVinci. Leela, for the love of God, use DaVinci by opening up and pressing buttons and watching all of my videos so you can learn. And then doing what I do in the videos. Enfapal, can you make a video on color grading on Nikon footage? I need to get my hands on some Nikon footage. But, I mean, really, color grading's color grading, really. You do color correction, and then you grade. There's not really much of a difference. Western Digital all the way. I got one of them, too. Where is it? Where are you? It's not plugged in right now. Yeah, Western Digital, 2 terabyte. Easy store. I use this for, this is actually like all the family stuff. So any like home movies that I make for the family, those are all on here. Photos that I take for the family are all on here, as well as like important documents. That's all on this. I was just using this because like I took a bunch of photos. My stepdad threw a surprise party for my mom back in December, and they asked me to take photos because, like, by the way, guys, like, if you ever let your family know that you have a camera, even if you're only using the camera for video, because video's your thing and you're, like, pretty much a horrible photographer, all of your friends and all of your family will still ask you to bring your camera to everything and take photos. And that's what happened to me. And I, like an idiot, said yes, and I went and I took the photos. It took me forever to edit them, and so I just finished that up just in time for Mother's Day. So... let's see. I'll stop. Well, thank you. with 1 minute left in the stream. We need to get you a relationship with QNAP so you can get a RAID so you can edit from and back up to Google Drive automatically. God, I would love that. I would love that, Dad's Talk Tech. If you can hook that up, that'd be great. Infopal. There you go. Nice. Nice. How do you deal with lack of ideas or inspiration for making videos? I just walk away, take stock, then come back to it guns blazing. When I don't... Was this always in frame? Good God. Why didn't you people tell me? Don't you know that you're responsible for how my stream looks? Lack of ideas is basically, I mean, how do I deal with lack of ideas? I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of movies. I watch TV shows that I know just inspire me. And like, basically I watch and I go, how do you do that? And then I get inspired. And, or sometimes I'm just playing around and I discover something that I didn't know before. And I'm like, oh, this would make a great video. And yeah, I do that. Or sometimes people reach out to me and they're like, do you want to review this product? And I'm like, there's no way I can build an entire video around that one product. Like that whole five, the 5 first things, the video editing gear for beginners, first 5 things you should invest in. That honestly came about because BenQ reached out to me and they wanted me to review their Screen Bar Plus, their little light that sits on top of the monitor. And I was like, that thing is amazing, but how am I going to make an entire video out of a light? And I was like, well, I could do a video about video editing gear. Maybe that would work. And so that's how that idea was born. But like, really, I'm just kind of rambling about that. Honestly, if you want to know a good way to do it, watch Donna Didit's latest video about the idea funnel. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So there's no saving this stream. Oh my God. It's 3:01. I'm late. You are too rich, all of you. I have a 750 gig. I have to delete stuff so that I can add stuff. I get that. Yo, man. Ricky, Rockets Legend, tripping. What's going on? Just wanted to stop by and say hello. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Just use your beginning color grading video. My guy really making me work with bad lighting video to fix. Starting to think he's doing it on purpose. Nah, not doing it on purpose. I'm just trying to help. It's my whole thing. Jay Littman, important question. What did you have for lunch? Chicken nuggets and French fries. Life with a toddler. All right, guys, it is, so we've got to roll out. Well, thank you. I actually kind of have to roll out too. It's 3 o'clock. I got to let the rest of the people back inside the house. So with that being said, you guys, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this stream. I hope you did too. Again, make sure that you keep an eye out for Friday's video. If you want to learn my entire color grading process, it's long. It's definitely meant to be a follow along tutorial, not like a watch and remember and then do it later. This is definitely a like have some footage ready to go when you watch this thing, because there's a lot of info. We go through it step by step and all that stuff. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, if you were new to this stream and you enjoyed it, and you enjoyed yourself, and you want to learn more about making better videos, please make sure to like the stream. Liking the stream, very important. I keep forgetting to remind you guys to do that. So like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Love you guys to death. Thank you for continuing to make Wednesdays my favorite day of the week. Oh yeah, and go check out Friday's video if you want to see Leela's face. All right, guys, love you to death. I will see you in the next video. Later.